first summer campaign 2019, week 4, I think.
It is.
Welcome,
yeah.
Will.
Thank you, Jack. I think
Welcome
it is
along.
week 4.
Welcome along, everybody, back outside into the garden. We are very excited to be outside because it means we can talk to you about the one thing that we're really keen on talking about every summer, which is dehydration.
Yeah.
So why is dehydration such a big thing for us?
It's
in the summer?
a massive problem because people, quite often you'll see people perhaps in doorways who appear to be asleep, and they may well be asleep, but on the other hand they may be dehydrated and therefore are unconscious. So I think what we're trying to say to everybody is you just need to be a little bit more alert. I bumped into Pete the other day, who's a street scene sweeper, and he reminded me of the vital work that StreetLink do. So if you see anybody that looks unwell, clearly you need to think about 999. But if you're going to go and support somebody, as we always suggest, ask them if they'd like some water or a soft drink. It's really important that that's available. So they might want a tea or a coffee, and that's absolutely fine, but not enough liquids is a massive problem.
The homeless and the people we deal with at House of Bread, there are a couple of reasons why it can be very, very dangerous for them.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, they're simply out of sight, out of mind to a certain degree, that quite often people will just walk past them on a regular basis. I mean, I'm walking past a couple of people down the bottom end of the high street that I see every day, and you tend not to see them because they're regular folk. So it's just about making sure that they are visible, seeing if you can engage with them. If you are anxious or concerned about somebody, for goodness sake, make a call. There'll be nothing worse than feeling as that you could have made a difference, so do that. The other thing, of course, is they're wearing all their clothes. This is another massive problem. Because they've got all their possessions with them, it makes them incredibly vulnerable to the heat. And as often we talk about people who've fallen asleep in the shade, by the time the sun moves round, they're in the sun. And the other thing they don't do, and why would they don't add sun cream. So you get a lot of people come to us who are unbelievably sunburned.
Well, and that's when it's sunny. I mean, there are a wider range of issues, like addiction can really affect people, so alcohol and drugs.
It actually increases the issue around needing liquids to stabilise your
You're using the word liquids there, and that can be an issue for our friends. If we say drink lots of fluids, that can mean have an extra couple of cans. So that's not necessarily what we're talking about.
And more alcohol is, as everybody will know, has a massively negative impact, profoundly added to by the heat. If anybody's sat in a garden drinking beer of an evening, or wine for that matter, so if you imagine that's a lot of where our friends are, it's really important that they have access to water, or we give them access to water or soft drinks. So it's about being a little bit more alert. I mean, I know in some cities there's free bottled water around, particularly this time of year, and maybe that's something that you could consider, but just have water about, bottles of water about.
Well, last year, all the year before, we were raising awareness about, I can't remember where it was, but saying if you take your plastic bottle,
yes, we must look into that.
You can get it refilled. So as we go into the height of the summer, we'll be talking about that. But if you are walking through town and you're very concerned about this, because it can be a real danger, just like the cold, carry an extra bottle of water around with you, and you can give it to people. Because, like we were saying, a lot of our homeless folk struggle with addictions, because, as we've said on many of these videos, it's an easy way to forget about your horrible world, but that can really negatively affect you in the heat, because it's like in the winter it can be dangerous because people can fall asleep and not feel the cold. In this, with the heat, you don't necessarily feel your body shutting down, then all of a sudden you're in a really bad way.
But I do want to emphasise that if you see somebody and you're concerned about them, do call somebody.
You say somebody, call the emergency services. If it's life-threatening, call 101. If it's not life-threatening, please don't call us if you think that person needs medical help.
Because we'll just tell you to phone 999 or 101. It's not that we don't care, it's just you need to be phoning them first. But I think if
they need a bit of help with food or whatever, extra help, then please do call us. But if you think somebody needs professional medical help, please don't call us. We are not Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
I do want to just say that familiarity. I've been very aware of people who've said to me, oh, well, I always meet so-and-so, or I always see these sorts of folk. They need to be checked regularly. I mean, there are other agencies that do work with folk, but you are a citizen of the world, as we all are, so therefore don't just walk past.
Well, if you notice somebody's not where they usually are, let us know. If you notice that anything out of the ordinary that you see, just let us know. Again, though, if it is life-threatening, please do call the emergency services. That's very, very important. And like I always say, I'm going to say it, try to say it every week, it is just as dangerous to be homeless now as it is in the winter.
And a lot of people are making contact with us, and I would really have that in the back of your mind. If you need our help, whatever House of Bread can offer, and we do pretty much offer all sorts of things, assume we can offer everything.
Or we know somebody
or we know somebody who can. But do get in contact with us. Let us be the people who are out there doing the things that perhaps you can't do because you're walking past quickly. Get them in touch with us. I mean, there are other locations around the Signpost Centre, Rising Brook, but you don't be afeard to do something about it.
And familiarise yourself. Familiarise yourself with our opening times: Tuesdays 12 till 6, Wednesdays all day, Thursdays 12 till 6, and when we're open at the Trinity Cafe, because that's really easy if you're in town on a Saturday. That's happening this Saturday, but usually once a month. So if you really want to be in the know and you really want to help people, information is one of the most key things. That's all we really do. Is people come in and they say, I need help with this, and we go, we know somebody who can help you, or we know where we've got a tin of beans shoved. Sounds a bit weird, but yes, it's all about information. So please don't hesitate to send us an email, give us a call if it's not life-threatening. No matter how many times we say that, people still do call us.
It.
So please call the emergency services when it's life-threatening. Right, thank you, Will.
Thank you, Jack.
It's great to be back outside. It really, really is warm. It's fine if you're not doing anything wearing this. As soon as you're doing I'm trying to concentrate. I know it doesn't look like it doing these videos, so I am getting a bit of a sweat on. That's pleasant for everybody to know, so that's awful. I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you so much for watching. We will catch you next time. Goodbye.